name is Kirsten. So November has recently hit, so that pretty much means that today I'm going to be doing my October monthly favorites. I know I am personally pretty sad that October ended, but I'll have a chance to revisit that month again sometime next year. For now, I just thought it would be a good idea to share with you guys what has been my personal favorite for the whole entire month of October. So before I completely begin with this video, if you guys are new to this channel and if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to my channel with notifications on. I upload brand new videos every single weekend. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and dive right on into these 10 questions yet again. Question number 1. What is the funniest thing that has happened to you? Not many funny things have happened this month, to be honest. It's just more of like a chill, laid-back type of month. So I would say, although I did had like a few weird, like, Halloween corny jokes with my folks here and there, but other than that, not really much happened. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing I could think of, honestly. Question number 2. What books did you read? So I had a chance to read yet again one book this month, and of course, if you guys have seen my last monthly favorites videos, you guys pretty much know that I was continuing to read the Fallen series by Lauren Kate, so I had a chance to read her third book, which is of course called Passion, and honestly, I am really enjoying her books so far. The last book I will definitely update you guys sometime around next month or so. And the interesting thing about this book is that it involves a lot of time travel in this third book installment, which is really interesting to know, like, all the history behind their strong love and compassion between Luce and Danielle. But either way, I would recommend that you guys read these type of books if you get into like romance, dark type of novels, so this is a pretty good read, I'm not gonna lie. Question number 3. What movies / TV shows have you watched? So I've had a chance to watch quite a variety of TV shows and movies this month, especially around this time of year where you're experiencing like horror and creepy themed elements. So I'm gonna mention the TV shows first. So the first one I had a chance to watch is known as Castlevania. So this is based off of a video game series, obviously. When I first watched it, I thought it was gonna be at least about 10 episodes or so, and I think it turned out to be like about 4 episodes at the very most. But either way, I thoroughly enjoyed this TV show so much. If season 2 ends up coming out pretty soon, I would most gladly watch it because I got so much enjoyment out of that whole TV show. Another thing I also had a chance to watch this month was Stranger Things. I had low expectations for this TV show for some weird reason. It turned out to be another happy accident because I fell in love with that TV show so much because I got a mixture of like E.T. the Extraterrestrial and Silent Hill kind of vibes from that TV show. And as a matter of fact, just yesterday I started watching season 2, which I would recommend that TV show to you guys if you get into like E.T. or Silent Hill. Another TV show I had a chance to watch is called From Dusk Till Dawn. It is based off of a movie series and it's almost like another vampire movie or TV show. If you guys are into the From Dusk Till Dawn movie series, then chances are you're probably gonna like this one a lot more better because I feel like the whole TV show itself has a little bit more storytelling in depth compared to the movie series, so I would recommend that you guys go check it out. Another thing I had a chance to watch is called Van Helsing, and the interesting thing about it is the TV show kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead, but instead of having it be associated with zombies, it's more associated with vampires, which I think is kind of an interesting concept, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was something to watch, so I thoroughly enjoyed it very much. If you love The Walking Dead, then you're probably going to be interested in Van Helsing. Another TV show I had a chance to watch is Scream seasons 1 and 2. Obviously, if you guys are familiar with the whole Scream movie series, then this is kind of similar, except the story's kind of a little bit different compared to the movie series, obviously, but it's still focused around the same exact story concept, and of course it's your typical average teen slasher films, or in this case, TV show. If season 3 ends up coming out, I will definitely continue to watch it also. It was very interesting. And in terms of like the movies that I had a chance to watch, I had a chance to watch Death Note, which was okay, I think. I prefer the anime version of Death Note compared to the movie version. Just saying. I just like the anime version of Death Note a lot more better. Another movie I had a chance to watch was, of course, The Cult of Chucky, which was a pretty interesting movie, I'm not gonna lie. I end up getting a lot more enjoyment out of that whole movie generally, to be honest. I also had a chance to watch The Babadook, which is yet another horror movie of some kind. Again, that one was also okay. In a way, watching that movie, I felt like there was a lot of child abuse referenced in that TV show for some weird reason, or that movie. And honestly, it was a pretty good movie, but I wasn't a huge fan of that movie whatsoever. I also had a chance to watch Danny Darko, which I wasn't a huge fan of, to be honest. And also, shocking, I know, but I had a chance to watch Hocus Pocus for the first time. I mean, a lot of people tend to talk about it as like one of those Halloween type of movies, and I had a chance to watch it around the month of October, and it's actually pretty cute for a child's movie. A fair, decent amount of new movies and TV shows that I had a chance to watch. Question number 4. What is something that you did that made you proud of yourself? So quite a variety of things I did this month that I felt pretty much proud of. I'm just proud of the fact that I've been trying to busy myself with a few tasks and whatnot. I'm proud of how my YouTube channel has been coming along. I'm also proud of the fact that I've been pretty dedicated to working out lately and losing a little bit more weight and noticing quite a difference in my weight loss. I'm also pretty proud of the fact that I've been working a little bit more better on my manuscript compared to how I was when I was in high school or college, so I definitely had a lot more of a free time to just go ahead and work on that project itself. Another thing I also want to mention is I'm proud of the fact that I started painting again. Obviously, if you guys have not watched my speed painting videos yet, they will be listed up in the cards for you guys to go check out. All of the spider drawing itself was my own personal creation, something that I definitely came up with on my own. It took me less than a week just to finish, which is surprising but normally with any art project generally, it would usually take me at least weeks or possibly even months just to finish all on its own. So I felt like that was a big accomplishment for me to finish that painting within a few days. I think it only took me like about 4 days worth of painting that wolf spider generally. And also I had to break it up into like 3 different video segments of speed painting. Otherwise, it would have been at least a little over an hour or maybe 2 hours worth of footage just uploading that video all on its own. So I'm proud that I got that done in just a short amount of period of time. So yes. Question number 5. What games have you been playing? So last month, I had a chance to play Corpse Party Blood Drive, and unfortunately I kind of got sidetracked with all the stuff that I was doing, especially with like watching Netflix and stuff. So I kind of backed away from that for a while. So instead, I also had a chance to revisit or replay American McGee's Alice, which is a fantastic game, by the way. And I also had a chance to play the sequel, which is Alice Madness Returns. And another thing I also had a chance to play, Clock Tower 3. Now, if you guys have not seen my last monthly favorites video, I mentioned that my PlayStation 3 experienced a little yellow light of death, which is very unfortunate. Because it was so old, they couldn't do anything to fix it. So I ended up getting a PlayStation 3, which is great and everything, but the downside of it is that it was not backwards compatible with PlayStation 2 games. I had to purchase a used PlayStation 2 console on Amazon. That was part of the reason why I ended up playing Clock Tower 3, was to kind of test out how the PlayStation 2 ran and stuff, which of course it runs completely fine and I'm pretty satisfied with it. So those are the games that I had a chance to play this month. Question number 6. Did you travel anywhere? I hate to say this, but nope. I have not traveled anywhere in Pacific. I mean, I went out of town a few times just to run a few errands here and there, but nothing too exotic or exciting for my whole little traveling part. Kind of sucks, but that's just what I'm dealing with at the moment. Hopefully I'll get to travel sometime soon though. Okay, so question number 7. What foods did you try and loved? So quite a variety of foods that I had a chance to try out this month. So the first one I want to mention is a few Sweet Earth products, and one of them is the Kyoto Stir Fry, which is pretty decent for a TV dinner. Another thing I also had a chance to try out is the basil pesto lasagna, also created by Sweet Earth. I thought it was vegan for some weird reason and it turned out to be vegetarian, but either way it was still pretty good and I was pretty impressed with that lasagna. Normally I'm not a huge lasagna person, but that one was really good. I also had a chance to try out Amy's organic soups, and it was in the flavor Southwestern Vegetable Fire Roast, which was really good, I'm not gonna lie. I also had a chance to try out original kettle cooked Lays, which I usually like a little bit more better. Usually between the baked and the kettle Lays, I usually feel a little bit more satisfied with than the original Lays. So I actually really liked it so much. I didn't think I would for some weird reason, but that was surprisingly really good. I also had a chance to try out Nature's Path buckwheat wild berry waffles, which was really good. It was the first time I tried out buckwheat, especially inside a waffle. I wouldn't mind if I had those again. They were pretty delicious to eat. And of course the last thing I tried out was a drink, and that was of course the IBC root beer, especially in the bottle, because usually bottled soda tastes a lot more different, and of course not to mention a lot more better than the canned sodas. I absolutely love bottled soda. It's just really good. Question number 8. What songs have you been listening to the most? So this month, I can't remember exactly if I have explained it in one of my previous monthly favorites videos or not, but The past few months or so, I basically explained that there wasn't too many interesting songs I had a chance to listen to, but this time I do have a little bit of an exception. So I had a chance to replay Deftones all over again. When my dad was alive, and every time he would either drive me to school or when we went out and did stuff down south or up north, mostly in traveling to beachy areas, my dad and we used to listen to Deftones in the car almost all the time. I've been re-listening to Deftones all over again, and I forgot about how amazing that whole band was. To give an example of some of their songs that I really do like, I like Simple Man, which of course, I'm not gonna lie, Leonard Skinnard is pretty good with singing that song, and not to mention the lead singer of Deftones that singed Simple Man was actually pretty decent himself also. Other songs that I like by Deftones is My Own Personal Summer, Shove It, Around the Fur, Change, and The House of Flies. That was my dad's all-time favorite song, by the way. I also like Drive, Far Away. I also like Diamond Eyes. Diamond Eyes is a really cool song. So yes, this month I've been all about listening to Deftones lately. They're just completely awesome. Question number 9. What are your favorite items for this month? So this month I have at least 2 items that I want to share with you guys that has been my absolute favorite this month. So the few items I'm going to be talking about this month are mostly generated towards like beauty, hygiene, makeup products, a few of these. So the first one I really wanted to point out is a liquid liner. This one right here is by Urban Decay. This is called the Provision Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. So overall, I was really pleased with how this eye makeup worked so well. It just goes on really nicely. As a matter of fact, this is what I'm wearing on my face right now, as you can tell. I would say between Kat Von D's liquid liner and Urban Decay's, I would say this is probably one of my favorites. And of course, the final thing I really wanted to point out is a toothpaste product, actually. So it is both vegan and cruelty-free. And I have tried out Tom's of Maine for, I want to say, about a couple years or so, which of course it's really nice to brush with, but I felt like with my teeth generally, I felt like I haven't really had much of a teeth whitening effect for my teeth, you could say. But I found a toothpaste that I thought worked so much better than Tom's of Maine. And this one is, of course, Jason Power Smiles. And this is the anti-plaque and whitening in the flavor Powerful Mint. So when I first tried this out and started brushing my teeth, the mint was so powerful that I just started getting goosebumps. I don't like the fact that it's strong, but in this case, I'm definitely gonna make this little guy an exception. I just simply like how it makes my mouth feel whenever I'm done brushing it. It just gives a really nice, powerful clean. And another thing I really want to point out is the toothpaste texture is a little bit more different compared to normal toothbrush, you could say, because with normal toothbrush it's like really creamy and it really goes on pretty easy. This one is more of like a really thick paste, which is pretty interesting, I think. It not only tastes different, but the cleaning effect for your mouth is completely different. My mouth does feel a little bit more cleaner from just using this toothpaste generally. And of course, final question at number 10 is, what is something that you have learned? For myself personally, I feel like I have not learned jack shit this month. The only thing I can say that I kind of learned, however, is that there is a lot of corruption that goes on behind any industry, no matter what you get into. Now, I'm not just talking about like politics. Politics is probably a pretty good example of that too, but it can be anything outside of politics. It can be entertainment industry or business, marketing, just anything generally is just gonna have so much corruption. And the reason why I point that out is because I know my folks at home are pretty big on watching the news, even though I really do not give a shit about it whatsoever, because there is enough corruption going on in the world as it is, and honestly, I just do not need to know about that, to be honest. It's not that I don't care, it's just I just don't like hearing about it. Basically, there was this guy in the entertainment industry, you could say, that was basically using models and actresses just for him to kind of take advantage of sexually, which made me feel really disgusted. I mean, obviously in the theater industry or like the entertainment industry, I do know that that stuff does go on, but learning about that on the news is just something that made me feel even more disgusted and just completely angry with the world. How can you expect disgusting people like that to just get away with it? It's pretty sad and pathetic to think about, especially if you really do want to make a good career out of anything generally. Basically, what I'm trying to get at here is no matter what job position, what industry, where you go, who you're with, one thing I really want to tell you guys, especially to all of my lady viewers out there, just be careful and just stay safe. You just don't know what kind of sick pervert or some scummy asshole is just gonna take advantage of you and just ruin your life and make you feel like complete shit. One thing to just always keep in mind of is be careful, stay safe, and make smarter decisions. So that is pretty much it for everything I had to share on this whole October monthly favorites video. Leave in the comments down below and let me know what your favorite thing was for the whole entire month of October. I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much, so if you did, be sure to sucker punch that like button down below. And of course, if you're new here and if you haven't already, please do dedicate the time and effort to subscribe to my lovely channel, join my little army of darkness, and if you hit that notification button, you will be updated with brand new videos every single weekend. And of course, if you guys are interested in following me outside of YouTube, all of my social medias will be listed in the description box right down below if you are indeed interested in checking them out yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a completely chill week, an awesome day or night, and I will talk to you all soon in the next video. So until then, stay completely dark and so fucking brutal and awesome, my friends. Take care.